What makes a house a home? Over 8 weeks, 21 homes bursting with style and character are competing to be crowned Home of the Year. In the series so far, the judges have travelled the country, finding extraordinary homes worthy of a place in the final. Making the tough decisions are design legend Hugh Wallace, interior designer Deirdre Whelan, and architect Declan O'Donnell.
Whoa! A good home should work for its owners, pure and simple. How amazing is this? The person who lives here is just really lucky.
I like to see colour in a home because it reveals a lot about the homeowners. This is very atmospheric, isn't it? Full of character.
What I'm really looking for in this competition is to be inspired. We have actual solid oak beams doweled together.
Tonight, the judges will visit 3 very different homes, scoring them based on functionality, individuality, and clever design. The home with the highest marks will go through to the final. But there can only be one winner. This is Home of the Year. Architect Jane Burnside lives in the contemporary home she designed for herself and her family in County Antrim.
I live here with my husband David and my 2 teenage sons. I used to live in an old house not far from here. But here on this spot beside the dam is where the boys, when they were little, they used to come and make camp. I liked it here and I loved the sound of the water and I knew that we would be happy here. I developed this idea of the pavilion houses, which are all pressed together to form one house, full of light, really connected with the countryside. It's like a contemporary take of the Irish clachan, a grouping of cottages in the countryside. I nicknamed the house the Origami House because of all the folds in the roof. Being an architect, I have my studio at home. Then for the family, I wanted one big open plan space. This is my favourite spot here, on the sofa, in the corner of the big open plan living kitchen area. I've got the dam behind me. I've got view out to the terrace. I've got the fire lit in the winter time, and it's just perfect. The house is very, very still. It has a lovely peacefulness about it. It just has that feeling that it's a sanctuary. And I'm very, very lucky and very fortunate to have it.
The judges must now assess the home armed with only the basic facts about the property and its owners.
Beautiful setting, isn't it? Amazing.
The buildings sit so well in the landscape.
It's a very traditional form for building in the countryside, but you can tell by the way it's kind of folded out and it staggers that there's contemporary architecture here. When you arrive at this house, you walk over a bridge, over a river. In terms of settings, it doesn't really get any better than that.
Wow, that's volume for you now. It's like it's unfolding.
It is like a folded piece of paper. It's just really crisp. It's really, really interesting. It's just an amazing space to come into.
I don't think I've ever walked into such a volume of a space where you have so many complex angles and shapes.
You have these lovely big triangular windows capturing all the sunlight. It just gives the space such drama.
The finishes in this kitchen are really practical. I particularly like this splashback, which is in glass. So easy to keep clean.
Yeah, I think this is a really functional kitchen. I like the fact that it's really compact. Everything is really close to hand. And they've got a really good lighting system over the working counter. Very important.
Yeah, nice kitchen.
Family living space. I think the furniture layout really works. Just there's a nice flow to this.
It's open plan, but the living room is kind of tucked in around the corner from the kitchen, so it's a bit hidden. It's obviously still connected to the dining space, so I think in terms of function, it's absolutely spot on.
Their favourite spot, guys? Ah, yes. This is just about enjoying the home, about the beautiful views.
The wood-burning stove is quite unique. It looks like a piece of sculpture.
Yeah, I think this is all about comfort as well. So this is where everybody piles in on the sofa, TV on, fire lit. Happy days.
I just love this cowhide chaise longue. That fantastic view, really comfortable. What more do you want?
A cup of tea.
Oh, Deirdre, that would be lovely.
Do you want milk and sugar in that?
No, thank you, just black. Wasn't I lucky now? Deirdre offering to make me tea. I wonder would I have got a biscuit? You know, we have beautiful furniture, lovely architectural glass top table, but I find there's hardness in here, and I'd love to have seen another layer brought in here of softness, which might be a couple of curtains just to give a bit of visual warmth, colour, and also just to deaden the sound.
I totally agree with you, Hugh. The noise kind of reverberates around, and either a really big rug under the dining room table or curtains would really help.
I don't agree with you on the curtains, actually, because, you know, the windows that you have here, that's what this whole house is about. It's a piece of sculpture. It's all about capturing those views and capturing the late afternoon sunlight as it comes in. The shape of this house, while it's very sculptural, is actually very, very functional because it's west-facing, so you get moments of light, moments of shade, as this building kind of almost screens itself from the sun. You can really appreciate now the simplicity of the forms and how kind of clever it is in terms of how they've arranged it. It's like a little cluster of buildings.
I think the design detail, the execution is just fantastic. Love it. This is quite a large home, and because of the way it's been broken up, it just is very sympathetic and sort of sinks into the landscape. Goodness.
Oh,
What a generous master bedroom. I mean, it's quite amazing.
Lovely big double bed so you can enjoy that fantastic view to the garden, that fireplace. How wonderful to be just chilled out in this space.
yeah, it is all about the view. I love that they've screened it with that tree as well, so it's all about nature.
The layout is very, very clever. They've used the wall which incorporates the bed, and behind that is the wardrobe. And I think that's a really nice solution. Bathroom? Oh, very nice. Love that big window right over the mirror. Brilliant.
We have the full height form again, great floor, simple materials, neutral palette.
All the detailing and consistency we've seen throughout this house comes together in this bathroom. It's excellent, and I love the fact I've got that black and white contrast.
Yeah.
The home will now be marked out of 10. One score will be held back until the judges have seen all 3 homes, when their combined scores will be revealed.
I loved the arrival to this home, the rhythm of the interlocking buildings and the way it sits in the landscape. The fact that the ceilings follow the shape of the roof gives height and elegance to all the rooms. I give it an 8.
The simplicity of the architecture here actually showcases what good design is all about. It's responsive because it follows the sun and all of the rooms are in the right place. It's simple, which gives it such beauty, and it's usable. A great family home. I'm giving it a 9.
There's a lovely flow from the kitchen to the dining to the living room. The homeowners have a good understanding of layout, finishes, and functionality.
Designer Jacqueline Connolly has lived in her County Galway home for the past 5 years, but it was a chance conversation that led to its purchase.
It was a kind of a snap decision. I commented on a friend's house, you know, I like where you live, I wouldn't mind something like that someday. And somebody piped up and said, oh, well, I know where there's a cottage. So I think that was a Friday night. I kind of fell in love with it when I saw it and put an offer in on the Tuesday. The front cottage is, we think, from about 1920s sometime, and the back cottage would have been mid-19th century famine time. It was a ruin, basically. The front building was okay, but it was dated. I joined the two of them up while refurbishing, so the kitchen dining room is the link between the two. I think I felt a little under pressure as a designer in terms of creating my own home. Everything that I had been advising clients to do for the past number of years, I really had to put into action for myself. I think the style of my home is eclectic in terms of furnishings. All of the things that are around I've personally collected or gathered over the years as part of my travels and experiences. I've decided that this is my favourite spot. I enjoy watching the sunset from here. I can see the garden, and then I can look back and enjoy the rest of the house. I really like the idea that I was able to take a piece of history and remodel and refashion it to suit my needs. It's a privilege and a pleasure to live here.
Nice looking cottage.
Yeah, and it looks like they've had a bit of fun with the choice of the knocker on the front door.
Very nice.
Wow.
Lovely big high ceiling in this room. It makes the room feel so much more generous.
Yeah, it feels very cozy when you come in, and I like the mix of furniture that's being used here.
Yeah, it's actually really nice to enter straight into the living space. There's no real hallway, just a small porch. There's actually loads of life in here. I think it's all about the character, strong sense of style as well. Great big fireplace.
Yeah, the fireplace is great, Declan, because I'd say this is an original.
Whoever lives here, I think, really enjoys textures. You know, there's lots of embroidered cushions, which you rarely see in a house, and I think that's just fantastic.
I've never seen a collection of such odd and quirky furniture, all working so well together. That's a real creative eye that the owner has.
There's obviously an extension here, so mind your heads.
You'll be all right, Declan.
Very funny, Deirdre. This is one of my pet hates. If you're going to do an extension, it's all about layout, it's all about flow. I've landed here and I don't know where to go.
I love it. I love the hall, the doors, the actual detailing. I love the artwork, the personality of the owner coming through. Fantastic.
Personality great, that hallway's grand, but are you telling me that you like the dark corridor?
It's so in keeping with the original cottage.
I'm staying out of it.
I would always expect it to be quite clear and quite natural, the flow through a building, but it wasn't the case for me here. It's actually a really simple fix. A big clear window, so you have the flow from the front room through the hallway, straight through to the back.
My goodness. Oh, great space.
It's actually a great big kitchen. It's a total contrast to the front of the house. Much, much brighter, great big windows.
Lots of fun with textures and fabrics had in here. And I think that pantry room there is just divine.
What I really like is this stone wall, because it's obviously an old building which they've incorporated into this space. I think it's great they kept it.
Yeah.
Great kitchen and dining room, so this space functions really well.
There's actually 3 buildings here from 3 different eras that have all been kind of brought together. You have a traditional cottage from the 1920s, an old stone building at the back, then you have the extension that's actually in the middle that holds them all together. I think they've done it really well. Great height in the lounge in here. Aha! And we have their favourite spot here as well, which I think is all about this big chair near the garden, light the fire. It's all about comfort.
This person really understands how design works. They've created a really comfortable space. I'd be so happy just to sit in that chair and enjoy the view.
Yeah, I think it's a very welcoming home. Very relaxed. There's nothing pretentious about anything in here.
And the fact that the owner hasn't put anything on that wall really works.
Yeah.
Whereas all the personality and artwork are on these 2 walls, very brave.
I think I would have liked to have seen actually a picture on that wall, quite low, so that you can enjoy it when you're sitting down.
Yeah, I actually wouldn't put a picture there. I'd probably put a window there because that's out to the back garden. You know, I think it is a bit flat for me.
Typical of Declan, another window.
Oh my goodness.
The last thing you expect is the height. You don't see it in bedrooms very often. Amazing stained glass window. Now the style in here now, I have to say, I really like.
They've gone for a mossy green in here, which is obviously a colour from nature. Lovely.
I just love that collection of furniture, the consistency, this beautiful piece in walnut, and these collection of personal bits and pieces, and on top of that, those fantastic curtains.
Yeah, I think the curtains are actually great, and they've got that lovely little tassel-y detail on the bottom. Kind of reminds you of a Charleston dress, you know?
I thought Deirdre was going to put the curtains on and do a little dance for us.
This house is quintessentially about the homeowner's personality. The way they've assembled all the elements to create this unique home has to be admired and loved. I'm delighted to give this home a 9.
A very cosy home. I like the relaxed atmosphere. There is a great fondness for fabric and textures evident everywhere, and I'm going to give it an 8.
I really like the high ceilings in the different rooms because this can make all the difference in a space, and I actually felt like I was in a painting for most of the time. I did have an issue with the connecting hallway as it affected the flow for me, but overall I think it was a very comfortable and stylish home.
When Faye Brophy bought her house in South Dublin, its potential was obvious, but it took 3 years for her to fully realise her vision for the home.
When I moved in first, the house was in such a bad state. It was stuck way, way back in the 70s in a bad way, not a cool retro way. I knocked my living room in to make an open plan, redid all the rooms aesthetically. My own style, it's kind of a bit eclectic, it's retro. When it came to doing my garden, I decided on the shocking pink because I like to do things that are a little bit different that other people won't necessarily do. I love colour. I think it's so important to have a bit of colour in your house. It just lifts everything. My budget was so tight. Not having an absolutely massive budget shouldn't mean you can't have something looking the way you want. There's always a way to do it. I upcycled quite a few pieces. One of my favourite little pieces probably are my cinema seats, which came from an old theatre in the south of France. Anytime I travel, I always have to buy my home a present. I'm going to pick this as my favourite spot. I love coming in here when I come home from work and just sitting down with a book and having a read. It's my little cocoon. There's probably actually not one day that I don't appreciate and love my home and just feel like the luckiest girl in the world.
We have a bit of mock Georgian here.
Lovely bit of trompe-l'oeil, the creation of an illusion. Bit of fun.
Shall we go in?
Let's. Lovely.
Not at all what I was expecting. There's lots of fun with the colours.
The contrast between the outside and when you come in here is just fantastic. Such a surprise, such an eye for detail and collection of items that are quite extraordinary.
Nice big open plan space, very, very comfortable. Obviously a fairly stylish person living here, loads of cool furniture, big retro vibe going on, and you need only look at the stove. That tells you everything you need to know about the owner.
That's the best stove I've seen.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely getting one of those.
There's lots of quirky things around the room as well. I mean, did you see the little iron light? I mean, it's a little bit of fun, but it really stands out. And there's lots of that around here.
Just a collector's heaven.
Yeah.
The homeowner here has a real understanding of how to put contemporary and vintage furniture together.
Into the dining room, and it's just a little link between the living space and the kitchen. I like the fact that there's no door into the kitchen as well, so you get a nice long view through the whole house.
I think it's great that the floor has been continued through and that the continuity of the wall finishes is the same. I'm just not that fond of the choice of fabric that they've used on the chairs.
Oh, I don't agree at all. I think the design of the chair and the fabric fits in perfectly with sort of the retro feel of this room.
Into the kitchen.
Wow.
It's a bit technicolored pink rubber floor.
I'll tell you something, it's unbelievably brave, but it actually works well.
It's a total hoot. I mean, it's still about fun, isn't it?
I think I'm in Hairspray, the musical.
Yeah.
They've gone for a nice glass countertop with a glass backsplash, white lacquer doors so it reflects lots of light.
I love it because it's got so many windows, so you got all that natural light coming in. I think the owner really understands the use of colour. You just have those amazing intense colours which lift the whole house, lift your spirits. Fantastic. I just think out here is that same fun that we've seen on the inside. I feel I'm at the beach with the pebbles and the colours.
It's kind of full on, you know? I think you either love it or you hate it.
I love it.
It just goes to show you what you can do when you bring your design sense outside, because a lot of people forget to do that.
I think this person has great humour. I'm expecting a wave to come and wash over everything.
This is a really interesting little room. It's all about the mix of furniture that they have. All of the collectibles, old pieces, new pieces, salvaged pieces. And I see it's their favourite spot here as well, which I think is all about this big cosy seat.
I loved the bits and pieces, this fantastic theatre chair. And what I particularly like is the classic 60s coffee table. I adore it.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Just a white background again, and then it's the books and the photographs that bring the intimacy and the colour into this room.
The only thing for me is the dining room is on the other side of that wall. I think you could have opened that up a little bit. You still have your reading nook here, you'd still have your dining room table there. And you know, the whole thing would just breathe a little bit easier.
I don't agree. I actually like the fact that this is a separate room. I think it's very intimate about the person who lives here. Love it. Great master bedroom. Love the bed. I like the fact there's no wardrobe in this space.
And there's lots of character in here, and the owner's obviously really into dogs because there's pictures of dogs everywhere. And I also noticed the dog flap in the door.
Yeah.
It's also a bit of fun.
But what I love is the style and consistency, and the fun hasn't been lost in this room.
Oh!
Wow.
A walk-in wardrobe. Oh my God, this is a girl's dream, isn't it?
I love the fact it's so practical. You can assemble your style for the day here, pick your clothes off. Great.
It's a real luxury thing to have because everybody kind of wants one and you forget how great they are until you walk into one. This house is actually quite unassuming from the outside, but it's crammed with individual style and personality on the inside. It's not about the architecture here, it's actually about making a really great home that you're comfortable in. I'm giving it an 8.
What a surprise. Such a fun and colourful home. I love the use of the white background throughout. It creates a lovely bright setting for the owner's unique collection of furniture, objects and artwork. I'm giving it a 9.
This 1970s detached home has been transformed into a unique house. I think the owner has created a very special home that's functional, warm, full of character, that oozes with the personality of the owner.
Now that the judges have visited all 3 homes, it's time to find out how they measure up against each other. First, Deirdre tells us her score for the Origami House.
This was a beautiful architectural home in an absolutely stunning setting. I liked the way it functioned. It flowed from room to room, and I gave it an 8.
A good score.
It's a good score, but it deserved more. That's a 9 and 2 8s, 25.
Good start.
Next, Declan reveals his score for the extended cottage.
This home was a collection of 3 buildings from different eras, all kind of brought together. And I think that was actually done quite well because it's a really hard thing to do. Some spaces worked for me, some didn't, and I gave it a 7.
I'm disappointed.
I think that's fair for that house. A 7, 8 and a 9, 24.
And finally, Hugh reveals how he scored the suburban home.
This home was just so creative, very personal design style. There's vibrant colours, that candy-floss kitchen. I gave this home a 9.
I've done the maths already. 2 9s and an 8 is
26.
We have a winner, and it's this home.
Well, I'm just delighted this home is in the final.
It was just so relaxed, and there was lots of fun. You know, every time you turned the corner, you discovered something else.
It deserves its place in the final.
So, the penultimate home through to the final is the suburban home in South Dublin. Next week, the judges will visit the last 3 homes vying for the title of Home of the Year.